Injury crisis at Barcelona. More players are getting injured. Key starting players, Raphinha and Joan Garcia, now injured, alongside Gavi, Fermin, and many others. Dude, this team is cursed, man. It's cursed. I'm honestly done. I'm done with it. What is wrong with our fucking medics? Can we get a proper doctor in through the door? I mean, it seems that the more doctors we get in, the more players we get injured. It honestly looks like that. What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? BugaLuis here. Welcome back to another video here on the channel. And yes, indeed, Barcelona's injury crisis keeps getting worse. Today, adding to the list of Gavi, Fermín, of Alejandro Balde and Lamine Yamal, we have Raphinha and Joan Garcia, two key players that are gonna be missing out on the game against PSG. So basically what I want to do in this video is go over the players one by one and talk about their injuries and what's up with them, right? I'm not going to talk about Alejandro Balde because we already know that he's injured and he's sort of on the way back. But there are so many players now, new players that are getting injured, that we just simply have to discuss. So the first of them is Fermin Lopez. So Fermin Lopez is injured. He has an iliopsoas muscle injury. I'm not gonna act like I know what that is, in his left leg. He'll be out of action for around 3 weeks. So he got the injury in the Sunday win against Getafe. And basically, without Fermin Lopez, what we are lacking, or what we're going to be missing, is a player that will give us, I think, the energy and the decisiveness when exploiting the space, particularly for games like Real Sociedad and the game against PSG. I think someone like Fermin would have been very helpful. I'm expecting now Dani Olmo to really take on and, you know, show what he's all about, because we need Dani Olmo to level up, because he really has not been playing to the best of games, to the best of performances. The last game that he had in this one against, in the game against Real Oviedo, he really wasn't good at all. I think this was a game for him and he just really passed him by. Against Getafe, he scored a goal, but he didn't look also sharp enough. And now without Fermin Lopez for 3 weeks, Dani Olmo certainly needs to show what he's all about. And if he gets called up to the Spanish national team, let's hope there's no injuries to him as well. The other player that I wanted to comment on, of course, is Gavi. Gavi's going to be missing out basically for 4 to 5 months after undergoing surgery in the meniscus. This is terrible for Gavi. It's honestly a huge injury, a humongous injury. Not as bad as what he suffered before with his ACL tear, but almost as bad. And it takes a lot of mental strength to come back from something like this. And I just wanted to point this out because people are just going to be saying, oh, this is going to be the same player or whatnot. And most of the times, physically, players can come back. You know, we saw someone like, for instance, Florian Wirtz come back and played really good, but others like Falcao, they were never the same. I think physically Gavi is still very young and can potentially recover from it, but mentally is where I'm a little bit more worried. I think that you need to be very strong mentally to be able to understand the impact that this can have on your career, but also on your entire life. I mean, this is a guy, let's remember, that lives and breathes football and lives through Barcelona colors, and now not having that or enjoying that for almost now 2 years, it's gonna be very hard. So yeah, it's tough. And here, like they say on BR Football, he's already missed 60 plus games in his career through knee injuries after tearing his ACL in 2023. It's now 2025, 2 years later. It's almost more. It's gonna be 3 years maybe for Gavi to come back, and it's massive, dude. It's very sad. It's not what we want to see at all. And the tone of this video is very sad. And missing someone like Gavi in the team, I think that we're missing someone that's a pure heartbeat. When I look at our team, and we always discuss between Fermin and Dani Olmo, I think Gavi could potentially be a player that can take up that position as well. Because in big games, when you just need someone to recover the ball and run space and basically cover up acres of ground, I think someone like Gavi can be very influential to that. I think he can be contributing a lot to that side of the game for Barcelona, and we don't have that many midfielders that can do it. Apart from someone like Marc Casado, I think that the simple engine that Gavi has is one of the most unique qualities that he has to his game. And without Gavi in the team, that's going to be a massive, massive miss. So I'm very, very saddened about this, because Gavi is a tremendous player. Let's remember he won the Copa Trophy not too long ago, and he really has that quality in him, and we're gonna be missing him quite a lot. We're really gonna be missing him quite a lot. And Fermin, Gavi, both in the similar positions, diminish our squads massively now. We're probably gonna be seeing a lot more of Raphinha maybe as the number 10. We're probably gonna be seeing a lot more of Pedri in that position as well. We might even be seeing someone like Ferran Torres occupy that number 10 position in some instances. It could happen. I don't know. But it really makes our squad that was very, very big in that area of the field now very slim. And that is something very worrying, particularly for these next few matches. Thankfully, we have the international break, so that's a little bit of a buffer, and I think players can come back from it. But it's certainly not what we want to see. Right, guys? And the next player that is going to be missing out, and this one is breaking news, right? It's breaking news that we saw today. It's this guy. It's Joan Garcia. So this is the official Barcelona medical report, and they say player Joan Garcia has suffered a tear of the internal meniscus in his left knee. Tomorrow he will undergo he will go surgery performed by Dr. Joan Carles Monjau, and the estimated recovery time is between 4 and 6 weeks. So 1 month and a little bit more, depending on his progress. So we might be seeing Joan Garcia by the end of the year, around November time. Joan Garcia, such a key player, to be honest, a player that has really earned a place among all the hearts of Barcelona. And I think that we just seen how important he is, and it's very unfortunate that he suffered this right after that mistake, because normally what you want is for a player to get that opportunity to redeem himself right away, right? And Joan Garcia is not going to get that. Joan Garcia is such a good player. Like, I've been honestly very, very, very surprised with him. I understood the signing of him, and I kind of was on the Deco boat that was like, you know what, he was not a priority. But guess what? Now seeing his performances, dude, he was 100% a priority. We needed this a long time ago. And I understand people are going to be very, very worried now about what's going to happen. But yeah, it's going to be one man, right? It's going to be this guy who's going to be coming in and saving the day. It's going to be Mr. Wojciech Szczesny. The cigarette is back, baby. The cigarette is back. Will smoke-friendly Szczesny deliver us what we need? He's going to be coming back, and I think that at the end of the day, we did make the right move in basically signing, or I would say extending the contract of Szczesny a little bit more, because we could have never anticipated something like this. You know, Ter Stegen and our other goalkeeper in Joan Garcia now both being injured. Yeah, we're recurring to our third goalkeeper now. Szczesny, again, 2 seasons in a row. Dude, that's insane. Our third choice goalkeeper is going to be our first choice goalkeeper 2 seasons running for a moment. Like, that's quite insane. Let's hope that Joan Garcia gets back to his very, very best. And let's see where Szczesny is. You know, he's 1 year older. We know he's very lanky. He's very tall. He can perform some good saves. He's not the best with his feet. He's not the fastest. He does make some mistakes, particularly in the Champions League, particularly against fast opposition like Mbappe. It's not going to be the best. We're probably going to be seeing Szczesny in El Clásico. We're going to be seeing Szczesny against PSG. We're going to be seeing Szczesny against important opposition. Let's hope that he makes, you know, he makes that position his own for the time being. I think that Szczesny, the one thing is that he's very humble in the sense that he knows where he stands. I think he has learned from his mistakes of last season, or let's hope that he does, and he understands a little bit more where he needs to adjust. But it's very different having a 35, 6, I don't know how old Szczesny is, compared to Joan Garcia that's in his athletic prime. You know, it's gonna be very, very different having those two. It's gonna be just a massive difference in the goalkeeper, and you never want a team to be changing constantly their goalkeeper, right? I never think that's a good thing for any team. So yeah, Chesney coming in, but Joan Garcia, it's certainly a very, very big miss. I'm really gonna be missing Joan Garcia. I think this is a very big blow, a huge blow, because he has really been pulling out performances week in and week out. Against Newcastle, he was insane. There was a game against Levante maybe where he was also really, really good, if I'm not wrong. I'm not sure. I'm not quite. Don't count me on that one. But there are games where he really pulls out results out the back. But then the other player that we have that's also injured. It's so many fucking players being injured. Raphinha was substituted yesterday because he has an injury in his middle third of the femoral bicep in his right thigh. The estimated recovery time is around 3 weeks. So another month for our Brazilian superstar Raphinha. He's not going to be able to play against PSG, ladies and gentlemen. He's not going to be able to play probably El Clásico either. El Clásico is on the 26th of October. So 3 weeks from now, 1, 2, 3, he might return for El Clásico. Who knows? Let's hope that Raphinha is back and fully fit for that. But we need to just build our team. I'm going to build our team after this, you know. I want to build our team with all the injuries. But this is horrendous, dude. It's horrendous. I cannot believe that someone like Raphinha is out. I mean, you could see that he wasn't not playing at his best at the start of the year. Maybe it was because of this injury. Maybe it was because he was lacking, you know, that fitness. But he was substituted yesterday, and it was probably for this. You know, it was for this 3 weeks. We're going to be missing a very important player, a captain, someone that right now, without Lamine Yamal, he is still one of our most important tools on the attack, right? We cannot underestimate that. It's going to be time for Marcus Rashford. It's going to be time for Marquinhos Rashford to be the guy to show up and really demonstrate what this is all about. I'm expecting big things from Marcus Rashford now, and it's time to give it all because he is our leading man in the attack with Ferran Torres. So it's up to him now. It's up to Marcus Rashford and to show what's all about. So let's hope and see what's up. And just like this fellow Brian on Twitter says, look at the players that are going to be injured for the game against PSG. Fermín injured, Raphinha injured, Gavi injured, Joan Garcia injured, Dembele injured, Doué injured, Marquinhos injured, and João Neves injured. There's so many freaking players that are going to be injured for that tie. So it's not going to be exciting. It's not going to be maybe the same level that we wanted or expected. But I think that this guy has to step up. I think Marcus Rashford has to step up 100%. So now kind of what I want to do quickly. So let's see how our team would look for the next few games. So we have Chesney first of all. Chesney will be the goalkeeper 100%. Then the right back will be Koundé for now. We know Ter Garcia is battling out for that position. I'm going to stick with Araujo. You know I'm a fan of Araujo. Garcia, Balde is going to hopefully come in very, very soon. But Gerardo Martinez still has that place locked down. This is actually not the formation. 4-2-3-1. No, 4-3. Yeah, 4-2-3-1. Where are you? That's not. There we go. So CDMs, we have Pedro González Lopez, Frankie de Jong. Then as the number 10, we're probably going to have Dani Olmo play most of the games. We're going to have Rashford on the left. We're probably going to have Lewandowski. And then we're probably going to have Ferran Torres. Because we don't have that many. Where's Torres, dude? And then we're probably going to have Ferran Torres like that. That will be our team, dude. That will be our team for the moment being. What do you think about it, guys? What do you think about our team? What do you think about this team? Chesney, Koundé, Araujo, Garcia, Gerardo Martin, De Jong, Dani Olmo, Pedro, Rashford, Ferran Torres, and Robert Lewandowski. Interesting team, huh? If Lamine comes back, then definitely soon enough, then it will be something like this, you know? It will be Yamal over here and something like that. Or maybe Lewandowski here. It's not that bad, you know? It's not that bad. The problem is what you bring from the bench. I would actually do something like this, or maybe even put Ferran here, because what I like is that Rashford can come from the bench and give you something. Because without our players, all of our players being injured, we are resulting basically in no backup players. We have no players to change games. We have no players. So we're looking at players like, look, Rashford is the only bench player that we have. Christensen, Casado, Bernal, Rooney, Bargy. It's going to be huge for Rooney, Bargy. Rooney is going to be having massive, massive impacts, because this is going to be basically our only impact player alongside Marcus Rashford on the bench. I actually changed, guys. I think this should be our starting 11 for most games. Very similar to last season. But then Rashford and Rooney, Bargy are going to be probably the game changers. They need to be game changers, 100%. Rashford and Rooney, they need to be game changers. So, guys, let me know what would your attack be. Let me know in the comments down below, what would your attack be? Would you put Ferran Torres there and then Marcus Rashford for someone like a Lewandowski? Would you do something like that? Would you put Ferran Torres for Lewandowski there and have Lewandowski as a starter? Would you rest Lamine Yamal? I don't know. I think that you need Lamine Yamal there. I mean, he's probably going to need to carry us a lot more during this half of the season. So let me know, guys. Let me know. Whatever it is, guys, let me know your attack in the comment box down below, and I'll see you in the next one. This injury crisis is freaking horrible. See you in the next one. Take care. Ciao, ciao.